we do have some special guests and some special surprises for you here this evening. We're calling this the Cocktail Half Hour before the main program. And among those special guests I just mentioned is the woman who's standing next to me right now. She is Edie Leonard. She's a senior dietitian from the Oncology Nutrition Program, and she's joining us tonight to really highlight the benefits of good nutrition during cancer care. So Edie, as I welcome you here to the stage, I'm only going to ask you three questions. The first one talks about really how oncology nutrition plays a role in cancer treatment. The specific question here is, how exactly are patients connected with their dietitian?
Okay, thank you for asking. Well, when people come into a cancer program, at least a third of them are malnourished at the start. Most people ask, what am I to eat, or what don't I eat? And during the course of treatment, up to about 80% of the people can become malnourished. So at Providence Cancer Institute, patients have access to oncology specialists in nutrition every patient. And so we have a screening form that patients fill out when they visit their oncologist. The dietitian evaluates the information and then establishes a consultation time, either by telephone, virtual, or in person.
Absolutely makes perfect sense, right? Tonight, we're really all here in the spirit of philanthropy. So my next question has to do with that. How does philanthropy really support patient access to oncology nutrition?
We are so grateful at Oncology Nutrition Program for our donors. The donors directly fund 3 positions at the Cancer Institute. We have Providence, Portland, the West Side at St. Vincent, and at Newburgh.
Okay. I promised you just 3 questions, so here comes number 3. I'm hoping, Edie, that you can give our audience here tonight an overview of how oncology nutrition really dovetails into the immunotherapy research that's happening right now at Providence.
Well, I feel like everybody needs a dietitian, especially when optimizing health is a priority and a goal. So a person meets with a registered dietitian and they evaluate a person's personal food choices. A nutrition diagnosis is determined, and then recommendations for intervention are provided. And then during the course of patient oncology program, dietitians are there to monitor and to make adjustments.
I'm going to ask for a virtual round of applause for Edie here tonight. Can you hear the crowd cheering for you there through the screen? Edie Leonard joining us here to kick off what we're calling the Cocktail Half Hour here, leading up to our main program tonight. Edie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We have our second guest of the evening coming at us right now. Dr. Christina Young joins me on stage. She is no stranger to the regulars here at this annual event. Not too long ago, you were actually up on the stage talking about something very specific. I'll ask you about that in just a moment, but I do want to give Dr. Christina the proper introduction because she is an expertise in immunotherapy and tumor microenvironments. Absolutely thrilled to have her back here on the stage at tonight's event. So now the questions, Dr. Young. It was a few years ago, I think it was just last year as a matter of fact, when you were on the stage and you were talking about your work with precision radiation research. So can you give us an update about that tonight?
Yeah, I'm so thrilled to be here to give you guys an update on what we've been up to. So since the last time I was on stage, we had this small pandemic that kind of slowed things down.
Heard about that, yes.
Yeah, but we were able to open our MR-Linac program, which was super exciting. We've been open for almost 2 years now, and we've treated close to 100 patients on this new technology, which has really opened the opportunity for patients across the region to have access to something they didn't have access to before. We've opened 4 clinical trials using this technology. We've really started paving the way for the future of radiation.
MR-Linac, I'm saying that right?
Yep.
This much I know for sure. Not every health system really has that capability at this point, correct?
Yeah, no, we are a select few. So we were the first in the Pacific Northwest and remain the only one in the Pacific Northwest with this technology. There is now a couple more on the West Coast, but if you live in sort of the Northwest region of this country, we're the place to go.
Philanthropy is why we're all here tonight. Can you speak, Doctor, about how philanthropy really supports the work that you do?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we wouldn't be standing here today without the support of our wonderful donors. We're thrilled with everything that they have brought to the program. The MR-Linac itself was the product of an extremely generous gift from Elsie Franz Finley, and we are so grateful for everything that she's done for our department and to bring this technology for us and, more importantly, for our patients.
So again, what you do here tonight for this event really supports the work that the doctors at Providence are doing each and every day. Before we move further, how about that virtual applause for our doctor here tonight, making yet another appearance at this fantastic event. Thank you for joining us here on stage. Thank you in advance for giving as best you can here tonight. Again, I'm here tonight with special guests. We've already heard from two. Now I bring you the third. He is Dr. Matthew Taylor, again, our final guest tonight in our cocktail half hour. Dr. Taylor has served as principal investigator on many clinical trials that have resulted in approval of new treatment options for patients with advanced cancer, thereby creating even more hope for patients. Doctor, all of what I've said so far is true, correct?
That's correct.
That's the easiest question I have for you.
Excellent.
Dr. Taylor is relatively new to the Providence Cancer Research Team, so maybe you can tell our audience right now what exactly you're working on at this point in time.
Sure. Thanks, Drew. So the primary focus of my research is to develop a new medicine, an immunotherapy drug that will hopefully help us treat cancer better. So the design of the drug is basically to help protect the immune system cells, the T cells that are trying to fight the cancer. So the concept around this, if I can tell you a bit about it, is that many times when the immune cells come into the tumor to try to attack the cancer actually deactivates the immune cells or kills the T cells, and that prevents the immune system from fighting the cancer. So the drug we've developed is designed to basically protect the immune system T cells, prevent them from being killed by the tumor so they can more effectively fight the cancer.
Is it fair of me to ask you what specific types of cancers will benefit from this kind of work?
Yeah, it's a great question. We hope that it'll help to treat a variety of different cancers, but primarily the protein that we're targeting is produced in high quantities by ovarian cancers, colon cancers, and brain cancers.
Is there a next big step? Is there something you're looking at kind of in the near future that you know you want to get to and get to quickly?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So we've completed the development of our prototype of the drug, and so the next major step is actually manufacturing the drug, and so that's the next step to get us to a clinical trial.
This is an important question that I've asked all of our guests here tonight. How has philanthropy really helped and advanced the work that you do?
Oh, philanthropy has been incredibly important. It's what has made the work that we've done possible. So nothing that we've done would have been possible without the generosity of the donors.
And now to a softball. Do you love what you do?
I do love what I do. It's the greatest thing.
I could tell just by the way you're answering here tonight. Thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us. Dr. Matthew Taylor, our final guest here tonight in our cocktail half hour. Don't go anywhere, though, my friends, because the main program is going to start here in just a couple of minutes.